स्वागत है आपका शॉर्ट हैंडियंस गॉट इट चैनल पर। वीडियोस अगर पसंद आ जाएं तो लाइक, शेयर और सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा। लेटेस्ट डिक्टेशन और जॉब नोटिफिकेशंस को पाने के लिए बेल आइकन प्रेस कर दीजिएगा ताकि आपको टाइम पे आपकी डिक्टेशंस मिल सकें। थैंक यू सो मच।
Ready? Start. I am sure you will agree that these relate to questions affecting the National Archives. In all countries, the National Archives are the treasure houses of their historical wealth, and we in India can justly take pride for the extent and magnitude of our richness in this field. Our National Archives contain a vast collection of records, but systematic series begin from 1672. Some of the latest records are as late as 1999. They therefore tell the story of nearly 300 years of a most interesting and momentous period of India's history. If what remains of the scattered records of the Mughal period are added to these collections, we can say that our records go back to the 15th century. There are not many countries which can claim records which go so far back. From the point of view of quantity, also ours is one of the biggest collections not only in Asia but in the world. I cannot give you the exact number of our records, for much work of indexing and cataloging still remains to be done, but to give you some idea of the extent of the collection, I may say that if all these records are assembled in one place, there is no building in India big enough to contain all of them. It is hardly necessary for me to stress before the present audience the importance of national records. Such records are the basis of history and can alone give authenticity to our knowledge of the past. When we read of the past, we are often troubled by the fact that our knowledge is neither complete nor adequate. Contemporary historians hardly ever leave accounts which satisfy succeeding generations, and in fact, they are often not in a position to judge what should be recorded and what left out. If, however, complete records are available, the annals of the past can be reconstructed, but in most cases, such records of the past do not exist. We know that during the Mughal period, India had the instruments of civilized law. During the 19th century, the European states adopted the convention that all state records should be opened to the public after a lapse of 50 years. The records of the Napoleonic era were thus released to the public in about 1870. The Napoleonic era was a period of great progress in different fields, and it was described contemporaneously by many well-known historians. In fact, all the known methods of history writing were used in making the Napoleonic period vivid to the public of the day, but even then, when the official records became available in 1870, it was found that our knowledge of the period was both enriched and altered. Much new light was thrown on obscure incidents and happenings. Many old opinions had to be revised in the light of the new information. Similarly, the official papers relating to the so-called Indian Mutiny of 1857 were released in 1907. The Government of India published a 3-volume history of the mutiny based on these records. It is true that this book was written from the British point of view and did not therefore do full justice to the Indian participants. Stop. Over.